Like, share, and subscribe. Letting go doesn't mean becoming bitter. Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, replaying a conversation over and over again? You remember every word, every pause, every look in their eyes. You think about what you should have said, what you could have done differently. You craft the perfect comeback, the one that would have left them speechless, the one that would have finally made them understand the depth of the hurt they caused. You imagine scenarios where you get the last word, where justice is served, where the apology you never received is finally given. This cycle of resentment can feel like a full-time job. It's exhausting, isn't it? You carry this weight in your chest, a heavy stone of anger and unanswered questions. The memories flicker like a broken film reel, playing on a loop in the theater of your mind. You tell yourself that holding on to this anger is a way of protecting yourself, a shield to ensure you're never that vulnerable again. It feels like a form of power, a way to keep the wound fresh so you don't forget the lesson. You believe that if you let go of the anger, you're letting them off the hook. You think forgiveness means pretending it never happened. And in those quiet, lonely moments, a gentle voice begins to speak. It's not loud or demanding, but a soft, persistent whisper. It's Jesus. And he's been here all along, watching you struggle with this heavy burden. He sees the sleepless nights, the clenched jaw, the way your shoulders are always tense. He knows the pain you're carrying, and his heart aches for you. He says, "My child, I see you. I see the battle you're fighting inside. You think this anger is your strength, your armor, but look closer. It's not a shield. It's a cage. It doesn't keep others out. It keeps you locked in with your pain." He patiently explains the difference between release and resentment. He tells you that holding on to hate feels powerful at first, but it's a slow poison. It seeps into every corner of your life, tainting your joy, clouding your judgment, and stealing your peace. It makes you see the world through a filter of bitterness. It makes you suspicious of kindness and guarded against love. Think about it. That bitterness, it wakes you up at 3 a.m. It's there when you're trying to enjoy a meal with friends, whispering reminders of betrayal. It steals the simple beauty of a sunset because your mind is occupied, rehearsing old arguments. It robs you of clarity, making it hard to hear God's voice and see the new path he has for you. While you're holding on to the past, you're missing the present he's trying to give you. And Jesus, with infinite love in his eyes, keeps inviting you. He says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Let it go. Give it to me. Not because the pain wasn't real, not because what they did was okay, but because you deserve to be free. Your heart was not made to carry this much hate. He doesn't ask you to erase the lessons or deny the hurt. He validates your pain. He sat with you in it, but he doesn't want you to live there forever. Some believers said freedom came when they released resentment. They discovered that letting go wasn't a sign of weakness, but an act of profound strength and faith. It was a choice to trust God with the justice they couldn't achieve on their own. It was a decision to reclaim their peace, to take back the power that bitterness had stolen from them. They realized that their energy was better spent building a beautiful future than trying to rewrite a painful past. Jesus continues to teach you, his voice a balm to your wounded spirit. Forgiveness is not approval, he says. It's not saying, "What you did was fine." It is saying, "What you did will no longer have power over me." Forgiveness is about you, not them. It's about untying the rope that connects you to the source of your pain. As long as you hold on to unforgiveness, you remain tethered to the very person who hurt you. He helps you understand that moving forward doesn't require hatred to justify the hurt. You can acknowledge the depth of your wound without letting it define you. Your story is not just about what was done to you. It's about how you rose from it, with grace and strength, guided by my hand. You don't need to carry bitterness as a reminder. The scars will be a reminder not of the pain, but of the healing. They will be a testimony to the fact that you survived, you overcame, and you were made new. He gently guides you. Imagine yourself at the foot of the cross. You're holding this heavy, dark, tangled mess of resentment, anger, and pain. It's heavier than you ever realized. Your arms at your back is strained. You can barely stand under its weight. Jesus is there, his hands outstretched. He's not rushing you. Just waits. He looks at you with a love so pure and unconditional. It melts the hardest parts of your heart. He says, "Lay it down, my child. Just let it fall. You don't have to carry it another step. I already carried it for you. Let me take it." Slowly, hesitantly, you loosen your grip. You feel the tension in your fingers, in your arms, in your soul. And then you let it go. You let the whole heavy burden fall at his feet. And that's it. Dois, you feel a lightness you haven't felt in years. The knot in your stomach begins to unwind. The tightness in your chest starts to release. You take a deep breath, a real breath, and for the first time in a long time, the air feels clean and fresh. Peace, a true and lasting peace, begins to flow into the empty spaces that bitterness once occupied. It's not an instant, magical cure, but a slow, steady dawn breaking after a long, dark night. The replaying conversations in your mind grow quieter. The desire for revenge fades. The need for an apology lessens. You are not letting them win. You are choosing your own victory. You are choosing peace over poison, freedom over bondage, and life over the slow death of resentment. You are choosing Jesus. If you are ready to choose peace, if you are ready to lay down the weight of bitterness and step into the freedom that Christ offers, let this be your declaration. Let this be your moment of release. Type Amen in the comments as a public declaration that you are choosing peace over bitterness. Amen. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe for more encouragement on your walk of faith. God bless you.